Hello everyone, and welcome back with Professor Chavez. Today we're going to talk about exponent rules 2. Now back from the first video, we're going to learn about exponent rules for a multivariable. So the operation we're going to do is power to a power. And as we know, the rule says when an exponent is applied to a power, we're going to be multiplying the exponent. Example, we have 4 squared times y cubed, all of that to the power of 2. So we're going to go ahead and distribute the outside exponent into all the exponents inside the parentheses. So we have 4 to the power of 2 times 2, y to the power of 3 times 2. We're going to go ahead and multiply that. The next step is going to be 4 to the 4th power and y to the 6th power. Now we're going to go ahead and do 4 to the 4th power, which gives us 256. And we're going to keep y to the 6th power the same, because whenever you have a variable to the exponent, all you could do is simplify and keep that exponent. Alright guys, go ahead and start working on the next few problems. Now let's go ahead and check our answers. So first thing we're going to do is distribute the exponents. From here, we're going to simplify the exponents. And finally, we're going to simplify our integers. Now guys, we're going to learn the next rule, which is division. And the rule is when dividing with like bases, we're going to subtract the exponents. Example 1. We have x cubed times y to the 4th power divided by x squared and y squared. When we have a multivariable term, we're going to go ahead and separate our like terms. So we have x cubed divided by x squared and y to the 4th power divided by y squared. And like the rule says, if they have like bases, we're going to subtract the exponents when we're dividing. So we have x to the power of 3 minus 2 and y to the 4th power minus 2. Finally, we're going to go ahead and simplify the exponents. So we have 3 minus 2 is 1, so we have x to the power 1. And for y we have 4 minus 2 is 2, so we have y squared. Alright guys, now go ahead and practice these next few problems. Alright guys, so remember the first thing we want to do is separate our like terms. From here, we're going to follow the rule of division with like basis. Now, we're going to go ahead and simplify the exponents to get our final answer. Alright guys, now we're going to learn the negative rule. After applying the other rules, if an exponent is negative, the way to convert it to a positive is by moving it to the bottom. For example, we have x cubed and y to the fourth divided by x to the fourth power and y cubed. Same as before, we're going to separate them into like terms. So we have x cubed divided by x to the fourth power, and we have y to the fourth power divided by y cubed. And remember, when we're dividing like basis, we're going to subtract the exponents. So we have x to the power of 3 minus 4 and y to the power of 4 minus 3. Once we simplify the exponents, we have x to the power of negative 1 and y to the power of 1. Since the power of my x is a negative exponent, we're going to go ahead and move that to the bottom and change it to a positive. So my final answer would be y to the first power divided by x to the first power. Alright guys, now go ahead and try to solve the next few problems. Now the first thing is we want to combine our like bases. The next thing is, since this is the property of division, we're going to go ahead and subtract our exponents for our like terms. And finally, we're going to go ahead and simplify this. Thank you for joining, and see you next time.